Even as the fortunes of women political activism were falling and rising, women still played a very major role in spreading the revolutionary zeal and the values. One such revolutionary woman was Pritilata Wadedar ji from the region of Bengal, who played a very crucial role in specifically Chittagong Armory raid as well as the raid at Pahartali European Club. What is the story of Pritilata Wadedar? Who was she? Let's explore in this short video. Hello everyone. Hi, this is Alok Ojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. Pritilata Wadedar was born approximately around 1911 at a place called as Chittagong, presently in the region of Bangladesh. Her father's name was Jagabandhu and her mother's name was Pratibha Devi. Father was a clerk in the municipal office and hardly whatever money he earned was utilized for sustaining the bare minimum expenses of the family. But still, he had a zeal and a desire that his daughter should be educated. He has done everything to educate his daughter Pritilata Wadedar. Pritilata Wadedar, she was one among the high-ranking students precisely at the matriculation level, and she completed her matriculation around 1927. Finally, she goes to the Bethune College at Kolkata for her graduation studies in philosophy. It is believed that she again ranked first and the top rankers in Bethune College as well. It is said that Britishers had taken away the degree of Pritilata Wadedar. At that time, her father, Jagabandhu, had lost specifically his job. And the entire responsibility of the family fell on the shoulders of Pritilata Wadedar. After completing her degree, after completing her graduation, she moved back to her hometown in Chittagong and started working as a headmistress in a school, Nandankaran. At that time, during her intermediate college days or intermediate school days, she had come in contact with the revolutionary Leela Nag for the first time. And from here onwards, she started developing the fervor for revolutionary zeal. Specifically, who are revolutionaries? Let me give you a short glimpse about the Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress was formed on 28th December 1885 at a place called as Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College, Bombay. Right from the start itself, Indian National Congress was divided on ideological basis, precisely into two parts, moderates and the extremists. Moderates believed in PPP, prayer, protest and petition. They believed that we want independence, but not all of a sudden, but in a gradual step-by-step manner, that too within the constitutional limit and without any bloodshed. On the other hand, were the extremists also referred as radicals, such as Bal Gangadhar Tilak ji, Lala Lajpat Rai ji. They had a very different approach towards independence. They believed that we want independence, and for that, even if we have to go for a bloodshed, we won't step back. Secondly, independence cannot be gained by staying within the constitutional limit. You have to follow the path of extra constitutional limits. Then comes the Gandhian fervor into the movement. Mahatma Gandhi's South African experiment became very famous, and he coined the term Satyagraha for the first time in his newspaper Indian Opinion in South Africa. For the first time, he tasted the fervor of Indian politics as a part of Champaran Satyagraha when he was being invited by a local peasant, Rajkumar Shukla ji. And finally, Indian National Congress was now driven by the activities of Mahatma Gandhi or the principles of Mahatma Gandhi, which were based on twin pillars, that is Satya and Ahimsa, truth and non-violence. Specifically speaking, rather it be the non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement or quit India movement for that sake. And then come the revolutionaries. Revolutionary had a simple fundamental principle: eye for an eye. Assassination of unpopular officials. And at that time, revolutionary zeal was quite in vogue. As discussed, Precisely speaking, Pritilata Wadedar ji, she came in contact with Leela Nag. Fortunately, after some time, she also came in contact with Nirmal Sen and Masterda Surya Sen. She was also involved in Chittagong Armory raid, which took on 18th of April 1930. She cut off the telegraph line, she cut off the telegraph office connections and so on. She also cut off the railway line and made the Chittagong Armory raid quite successful. And the utility of Pritilata Wadedar in revolutionary movement was being recognized by Surya Sen ji. Because at that time, women could act as a courier agents for transporting arms and ammunition. And here comes into the picture major role by Kalpana Dutt and Pritilata Wadedar. There are many incidences highlighted by Kalpana Dutt ji in her book, that is Chittagong Armory Raiders Reminiscences. Specifically, she highlights about Pritilata Wadedar ji, her courage, her bravery and her valor. Now, specifically speaking about a club in Europe, a European club, that is Pahartali European Club. Here, this club, it is located in India. Meanwhile, one more thing happened. She came in contact with Ramakrishna Biswas. And Ramakrishna Biswas, he actually wanted to assassinate Inspector General of Police Craig. But accidentally, he landed up assassinating another lady whose name was Tarini Mukherjee. And he was being imprisoned in Alipur jail. She met Ramakrishna Biswas for 40 times in the jail. And from here again, she had another fervor for revolutionary zeal. At this time, the raid on Pahartali European Club was being conducted by the lady Pritilata Wadedar along with 40 other people. The entrance of the club, it had a written, what we say, board, dogs and Indians are not allowed. And this club is located on the Indian soil. This actually hurted the sentiments of Indians. She, along with 40 other men or 40 other people, entered into the club. She had a dress like a male attire, precisely like a Punjabi Sikh man. And here it is believed that the entire club was put on fire, wherein approximately 4 people were being injured. This incident took place around 10:45 p.m. At that time, many of them were brutally injured, and specifically Pritilata Wadedar, she was being hit by a bullet. She got wounded. At that time, she believed that rather than dying at the hands of the Britishers, it is better that I kill myself. She consumed a pill of potassium cyanide. And at the very young age of 21, she became a martyr. This was one of the major contributions of Pritilata Wadedar ji, one of the revolutionaries from the region of Bengal. There are many such untold stories about the revolutionary and freedom fighters of India. In the coming sessions, we would also discuss about them. StudyIQ IAS English has come up with different courses. One can visit the website of StudyIQ IAS English, where courses are available for 2026, 27 and 28. The batches are starting from 10th of September. One can visit the website and have a glimpse on the structure of the courses, the features of the courses, and so on. To get the benefits of these courses, you can use the code that is flashing on your screen, ALOK Live. I repeat the code, ALOK Live. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.